Music in the Valley. And of course, you're all here to listen to Dartmouth. Who wouldn't be? I mean, look at the size of this band. How many people you have performing here?
112.
Is that all? That's awesome. And their scales sound beautiful, so I'm sure their music will be equally as beautiful and more so. It's very exciting to be here, but with that, one other thing. How many of you are 8th graders or 7th graders or were here last year? They're all 6th graders. Okay, well, I'm going to say thanks anyway. Last year, sorry about that, kids, but last year, this was my birthday day, and you kindly figured out a way to sing happy birthday to me at the end, and that was so lovely. It ended my day in such a beautiful, special way, so thank you for doing that. I really appreciate that. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Pugh and the Dartmouth Band.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Pauly. Dartmouth family and friends and staff members, thank you so much for joining us today for Music in the Valley. We're super excited to perform. This is our Eagle Band performing, so mostly 6th graders. We do have 8th grade aide and captain, Olivia, in the percussion / bass section, helping out a little bit. And I want to thank all the parents as well for helping us set up, and Mr. K and Mr. Christensen from Lee and Union High School for helping us in our percussion section as well. As you can see, a lot to facilitate, but they are all set up and ready to go. You're going to hear a few past hits and some new songs for this performance, so here's Power Rock. And that was one of the first pieces we ever learned, and it's always fun to revisit these old pieces and see how we do months and months later when they're more skilled and advanced and they realized, wow, that piece is so much easier for them now. Our next piece is a piece that we played in our March concerts called Heavy Metal, featuring our low brass, low woodwind section. That's our tubas. Tubas, you can wave to the audience. Tubas. We'll do trombones, you can wave to the audience. There we go. Baritones, bass clarinets, tenor sax, and back to our tubas. All right, here's Heavy Metal. And what? 2, 1. we're going to move on to our next piece. As you can see, we have a few people coming up here to perform for you. After our March concerts, in class we had some chamber music performances, which means that students divided themselves up into groups of 3s, 4s, 5s, or 6, and they performed music on their own without me as a conductor, and they performed for each other in class. It's a really cool skill that they develop, and part of it is problem solving and learning how to work together as equals without a director directing them, and some are more successful than others. But we have a couple of groups demonstrating here. We have a quartet on our left and a quintet on our right performing this. The whole band is going to perform, but these two groups were selected to perform in the front. Here's Calypso Morning, Calypso Morning. Called Brace for Impact. Our March concert theme was a little steampunky, so this one is steampunky and fast. Percussion, can you give me a thumbs up when you're ready to go for Brace for Impact? And I want to give a shout out to our percussion section. Emil in the percussion section didn't have his instrument, so he had to kind of improvise and problem solve a little bit. So good work, percussionist on adapting. Our next one you might be familiar with. Let me just double check that is correct. It's a piece from the 90s, known by a group that I want to say recently performed in Las Vegas and had a short little stint there. It's by the 90s band, the Backstreet Boys. And we're going to perform I Want It That Way. If you want to sing along, you're more than welcome. I asked the students how many of your parents were teenagers in the 90s, and a number of them raised their hands, so this one's for you. Hey, what? That one we just picked up a few weeks ago, so they've done really admirably on that one. And the last one is a piece from the 80s, but was brought back in a recent movie called Top Gun Maverick. Thank you again, parents, for all your support this year, all the help at our concerts, fundraising, listening to your students practice at home. Really appreciate it, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Our concert band is going to perform here later in the afternoon if you're sticking around for that. But otherwise, here's Danger Zone.